he's really doing it all.
Jolly to the 50. 3 Saints around the football. Blake dropped the mark. There he is again. Goddard, as you mentioned, slips it across to Gwilt. Gwilt close to the boundary line. Kozetzky up in front.
Ready! High to Kozetzky! High!
Heard the umpire, Kozetzky, will get a free kick.
It was the umpire that was behind play that paid that free.
Trying to knock it away, no doubting that. Jolly.
Fair enough.
Beautiful. Kozetzky with the football. 4:46 remaining. Saints by 5 points.
St Kilda overloaded that forward flank. They've got all their tall targets down there. Revolt, Gilbert, even Eddie.
One of the great grand finals deserves a big finish. Revolt the flyer.
Wellingham sharking. Gilbert puts one tackle on. Del Santo.
Well, it comes down to this, does it? Long season, comes down to just a few minutes of footy.
And the difference between winning and losing, Lee?
Oh, extreme. Scary scream.
Jolly won it. Blair won it. Jones got into the back, I thought. Montagne's handball didn't go far. Swan was wonderful. To Beams. To side bottom. Long kick to Dawes. Well done, Dawson. Dawes with him, and the ball still in play. Dawes pushing forward. Goddard. Not sure if anyone's played a better grand final than Goddard. Baker. Caught up. Pendlebury. Gwilt's been magnificent. Back to Fisher. Off one step. Gilbert. Maxwell. What a mark. Maxwell's off.
They're all finding something extra now. The short one, Didak. Capable of the miracle. Didak goes out wide. Taken by side bottom. Side bottom looks down towards half forward. Nobody near this man. McCaffer runs to the 50. Sets it up. Shaw will fly from behind. Almost got hands to it. Spills out the back. Cloak. Cloak has kicked the goal. Magpies back in front.
Magnificent handball come here. Shaw and Cloak involved. Yeah, their two fathers played against each other in the 1980 Grand Final.
But it all started with Maxwell, didn't he? Just the ability to take the big contested mark at halfback.
Is there one more roll of the dice? Can the Saints kick one more? Or can Collingwood hang on? We're back to 1966 in reverse. Jones and Didak.
There is one thing that the Collingwood defenders, I think, do better than any other side is get and really use and orchestrate that free man behind the ball. So they'll send someone back, try to protect this 1-point lead.
And Maxwell's the spare man back. Revolts decide to go onto the ball. Kicks the ball forward. Tuvey breaks the tackle. It didn't stick. Kicks the ball wide. And it goes McQualter and Dawes, who has the distance, I reckon, from here. They've taken their shots all day from here. Had to stick, didn't it?
Yep.
No blocking, no pushing, guys.
He's had 3 shots on goal today and missed them all.
They've all been missing right down this end.
It's a chance. It's straight enough, but it hasn't quite got the distance. I'm not sure if that's a good result.
I think if St Kilda, you'd prefer to be kicking in from fullback than a boundary throw in.
Can't rule out a draw either. St Kilda down by a point. Wrong end of the ground for the Saints, though. Jolly battles with Blake, who's been manful. Spills behind the pack. Goddard, the look-away hand pass. Dawson, ball jarred out of there. Swan, Shepherd's for side bottom. Has the shot. Off target, going back. Gwilt takes the mark.
Got to go.
You've got to go and take the punt, don't you? Otherwise you'll never get out.
Gwilt has been terrific. Kicks outside the defensive 50. What a mark! Revolt.
That's one way of getting it out, Lee.
Yep.
Yeah, trouble is he's about 50 metres from where they would like him now. They want him on the end of this kick.
Such a rolling huddle for St Kilda and Collingwood. Milne and Ben Johnson right down in the forward square for St Kilda.
Goddard the target. O'Brien.
Here we go, 1-1.
Hayes belting the ball forward. Johnson quickly off the mark. Milne at best. Ball bouncing. Scores a level.
Oh, no.
What are you doing next week?
Gee whiz. Do you take the ball there, Stephen Milne?
I think he was going to try and take it. It just bounced out of his reach.
So Johnson belts it as far as he can. He's sure up. Free kick.
Who tipped the draw?
So not the band.
So against Gilbert, Shaw outnumbered. The Saints concede a free. Down the line he goes.
In front, Blake got a fist on it. Knocks it out of bounds. Well, how's their scores a level? Boundary throw in at the interchange gates. Collingwood know all about draws in the grand final. What a remarkable game. I think the odds makers would favour a draw. Clean possession is vital here. Thomas tries to slap it out. Kaczynski. In went Tuvey. Tracking the football back towards half-back is Reid. Comes to Del Santo, taken down. 56 seconds to go. Clock stops at 54.
Where's Barry Breen?
This was almost the spot he kicked it from, wasn't
Oh, it was a bit about probably 40 metres closer to goal, but
That'll do.
Yeah.
Same
Surge it forward, both sides. Just surge it forward.
Who can get this kick? Ray belts it forward. Swan chasing Hayes. Montagna kicks to 20 metres. Anything will do for the Saints. Kaczynski couldn't quite. O'Brien, Milne, still Milne. Johnson hanging on hard. Well done. Ball still in dispute. Out to Shaw. We had a draw in 1948 and a draw in 1977. Graham hard at it. Blair. And the odds are shortening.
Huge play by Graham. He left his opponent, McCaffrey, to make the outnumber. If the ball went over the top, the Pies are away.
all St Kilda were trying to do was force it through from that 30 metres out. Great defence by Collingwood.
Have we ever spent 2 hours at the MCG like this before?
I don't think so, Bruce. Montagna kicks inside the 50, punched out. Pendlebury's over the football, down to 15 seconds. Collingwood, though, controlling the ball. Thomas to the wing. Jolly knocked away by Blake.
There it is.
Thrown in. I think we've got a draw, ladies and gentlemen.
One last clearance, one last chance. Can somebody get a clear ball here and kick it long and hard? Goddard, the tap. Del Santo. It's going to be a draw. It's unbelievable. But it's happened. A picture paints 1,000 words.
Well, we saw it, what is it now, 1977?
And 48. 1948, Essendon.
I didn't say 48, but I saw 77, and every player out there was thinking, oh, not again. We don't have to go through this week's tension again.
In 77, Collingwood led by 27 points at three-quarter time. Today, they led by 24 at half-time.
Interesting here, the St Kilda players all getting up. They want to portray really strong, positive self-image at the moment.
There will be a Norm Smith medalist given today as well as next week.
Remember we said in that, I remember Baron Barassi said to his North Melbourne team, we played bad today and we salvaged the draw. When I think you look at the key stats of the inside 50s, 35 inside 50s in a grand final, perfect conditions for a drawn game means you've salvaged the draw, I reckon.
Let's go down to Richard.
Oh, Nick, it's a very eerie, stunned feeling, everyone around the ground. What's your immediate thoughts, mate?
Oh, mate, I don't know if I've ever seen 44 guys go to war like we just did then. That was amazing. And it's probably going to take this for the AFL to change the rule because it's an absolute joke. There's no way it should be decided after another game. Guys come here for a win or a loss, and that's what we should be leaving with. So we'll look forward to next week, mate, and use the hurt we're feeling now, let a lead go, and we'll come back next week.
What are you going to say to the boys when you get into the rooms?
Mate, I've got no idea. I've got no idea, to be honest. I'm spent.
Oh, mate, good luck getting there and talking.
Thanks, mate.
Collingwood led for an hour and 55, St Kilda for 6 minutes.
Well,
let's go to Tim Watson.
Well, Brendan, it's an unusual feeling. It's obviously with your group, it's with Collingwood, it's with everybody here in the grandstands at the moment. What's going through your mind?
Oh, mate, I can't begin to explain. It's just... boys did really well. They obviously dominated the second quarter, and we just wanted to come out and get back to basics and really fight. A burning desire just wasn't good enough in the end, and geez, I don't know what to say.